Hey guys, what's up? So today I wanted to start a new series of haunted places. And I thought, what better place to start with than a location that was right down the road from where I grew up. And that would be the Old Alton Bridge, which was also known as, to us, the locals, the Goatmans Bridge. Now they actually ended up building a new bridge and they declared the old bridge a historical monument. Now I remember this bridge was active until the early 2000s. And this bridge, the bridge itself, without any of the legends, was terrifying, especially if you were driving at night. Because this bridge is pretty much located in the middle of nowhere and it is a one single car, one lane bridge. And I remember all the time driving down this bridge, hearing it would sound like the bridge was just going to collapse underneath you. As you would drive over it, you would hear this just clunk, clunk, clunk. Like, no wonder there were so many terrifying legends that emerged about this bridge, because just driving over the bridge during the day, you'd hear this clunk, clunk, clunk as you drove over the bridge, and you just sat there praying that the bridge was not going to collapse underneath you, let alone driving over it in the middle of the night. Because there weren't any like street lights in the area, tons of oak trees, so it's pitch black out there. And again, you're just praying that the bridge does not collapse from under you. And on top of that, you're praying that if a car is coming in the other direction, that they will stop as you're driving over the bridge to allow you to pass. Because two cars cannot fit on this bridge. I remember driving my Jeep over this bridge and it took me a minute to cross the bridge with my Jeep because I didn't feel like my Jeep was gonna fit on the bridge. So it's no wonder that this scary, creepy bridge has so many legends of where the idea of the Goatman came from. Now, some have said that a demon wanders the area that feeds on live goats, and others have said that there's just a demon in general, that you will go on the bridge and feel all these negative vibes. Others say if you go at a specific time, on a specific day, like if you go on a full moon at midnight, then you will see the Goatman. I personally have gone down on this bridge many times, and I will tell you the scariest thing that I ever saw was the bridge itself. And every time I drove over it, I felt like it was a miracle that it didn't collapse. Because this was the quickest, easiest route. A lot of times, this was the quickest, easiest way to get to my friends' houses. The perks of living down the street from a haunted bridge. But the scariest legend I think that I heard of all, which I might not tell the entire story because it's pretty dark and pretty messed up. So I think I'll just kind of give the gist of where this legend came from. So the most popular legend of where the Goatman story came from is there was a goat farmer who had moved with his family just north of the bridge. Now this man's name was Oscar Washburn, and he was known to be a very honest and dependable and great businessman. The people in the area began to give him the nickname the Goatman, because the man's success and the man's cheeses and milk that he produced from his goats were supposed to be the best in the area. After years of becoming more and more well known in the community, they actually put a sign on the Old Alton Bridge displaying "This way to the Goatmans" for all to see and know where they could get the best cheese and milk. So the legend goes that in the late 30s, some people didn't care for how well Washburn's business was thriving. So they went to the house and slaughtered all of his goats. Now, if that wasn't enough, Washburn continued to thrive and they came back. The goats had been a warning. They came back and they kidnapped Washburn and hung him on the bridge. But when they went to check the noose, Washburn's body was gone. Rather than stick around, afraid, they went to Washburn's home, where they then proceeded to kill his entire family and burn down their house. So the legend goes that if you cross the bridge late at night without your headlights on, you will get a glimpse of the Goatman. So as I said, I have been down there many times. I used to drive down that bridge on a regular basis just to get to my friends' houses. And then of course, I mean, when you're a teenager and you're bored, why not go ghost hunting? Gotta drive over the bridge anyway. Why not go ahead and sit and park for a minute with your headlights off and see what happens? Unfortunately, I never did get to get a glimpse of the Goatman, but the bridge itself was pretty terrifying. Now, sadly, you can no longer drive on the bridge. They did build a new bridge, but the historical Old Alton Bridge, also known as Goatman's Bridge, is still there, available for you to go and check out. I gotta say though, when they installed that new bridge, it felt a lot safer when you're driving over it at any time during the day. No more hoping and praying that as you drove over the new bridge, that it wouldn't collapse from underneath you. So I don't know, I always loved the idea of Goatman's Bridge, and that there was this just creepy, haunted place just right down the road from me where I could visit at any time. And there were quite a few legends and places that were nearby where I lived that I could check out late at night and see if I could see anything. Because even if you don't actually catch a ghost or a demon, it's always, it's kind of a thrill just to go out and try. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I love the thrill of just going and checking out a place that is supposed to be haunted and, you know, seeing if there's anything around or if it's just a legend. If nothing else, we're always really good at scaring ourselves, especially if you go with a group of friends to an area that's supposed to be haunted at midnight on a full moon, because someone in your group is probably gonna try to scare everyone. So that's all for today's video. If you have a haunted location that you would like to hear about, please post that in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel where I post new videos every week. Thanks for watching, guys. Sweet dreams!